Hello everybody, this is Josh Placer from GameWisdom.com. Welcome to some more Grim Dawn. This is Hardcore Veteran with my Gunslinger build. Last time, we beat Act 1 and managed to get access to the Gunslinger option a lot earlier. Now we just need to find two pistols worthy of gunslinging. We are heading into Act 2 today, and hopefully we'll be able to make do. That ain't bad. Got a lot of stuff to sell. Probably will need 2 copies of the same pants. 25, 13. Yeah, then we want to take plus 9%. Yeah, this looks like it's a little bit better. Let's see, can we do any component adding right now? We could. I'm really debating about that.
See you around.
Before we head out, I'm going to put this tainted brain matter into my stash, because that is a high-end crafting right there. I don't think we need the Sith necklace anymore, and I think we're good. Let's see, cunning is incredibly high right now. This enhanced physique. Get our buddies on, and we're gonna head out. There's still 2 areas left in Act 1 to explore. I may take some screenshots of this, so I'm putting on my review probably in a few minutes after this recording is done. That guy just took it. Hopefully these gunmen have some guns I can use. Looks like a good time to mortar. Remember, even though we beat these guys pretty well in the last video, they've all been rescaled up to match my higher level. It's an arsonist fight. Cool. Alright, let's see what happens. 200 DPS or 173. Oh, I also have my enhancement from the savagery. There we go. Rocking the dual gunslinger now. Damn arsonists, they're cutting in on my little racket here with explosions. Unfortunately, being this badass does come with a price. We're not as powerful as we were. But hopefully a few rare and epic pistols will alleviate that. Also, I need to get his tanking ability upgraded, which is the next thing we're going for. There should be a upgrade treasure chest nearby, unless it disappears after we beat him last time. Yeah, just a regular strongbox, unfortunately. Oh, where did you come from, lackey? Our bonus for savagery will enhance these pistols after we shoot for a few seconds. Now that's going to be better. Okay, we started to go south this time. Well, looks like the north path is blocked. Look at me with my dual pistols. Alright, time for the boars. And remember, these boars had a lot of hero units here last time. Once we get some epic and rare pistols, this build should pretty much be a lot more powerful, but until that happens, we are somewhat limiting ourselves. Fortunately, our bombs are still as potent as ever. Ooh! Man, that guy just blew up from his own, from being attacked by a boar. And some more AoE for the win. That would be a... No, that's not here. That's just a guy more. We do know there is a desecrated shrine before we get to the next town. Again, these narrow areas are perfect for this build, especially with Aether Fire enhancing there. Should get several level ups hopefully in this play, but we'll see what happens. Ow. I have a feeling there's gonna be a hero. Ooh, I was right. Burning means that he will have that fire aura around him. Uh-oh. Don't want to get caught between two heroes like that. If our friend over there had his tanking abilities, this would be a lot safer to fight. But we almost got them. Or at least one. But you can see how much we are actually using in terms of energy, which is why there's a lot of points in spirit for this build. Okay, that takes care of one. Ray and the Aether Flame. Come on. What do you want? Okay. We'll head down to this little alcove that we missed last time. Maybe there'll be more heroes to fight. And again, next level. Oh no, we need 2 levels. So in 2 levels, we'll be able to get the upgrade. Ooh.
That skill's not ready.
But again, you can see just how powerful our bombs are. Sure there'll be something really big and nasty down here. Oh, and our friends the bees are back. Putting the Ether Fire on the Cluster Bomb as we enhance its stun ability would be better for proccing. Alright, nothing over here. Let's make our way back to the west. Ooh, excuse me. Forgetting to set him to aggressive. Need to find some upgrade guns. Let's see. No, not as good. Maybe we use some of our components. This will help. Again, we can always break these down once we find better guns. Okay. See. Alright. Now then. More mutants. Let's finish them off. And hopefully the next town will give us some better guns. As you can see, we have sort of the ice effect starting to work. Thanks ice and poison with these components, and we're doing some decent damage now. A whole lot of guys here. Oh, I got excited for a second. I will also check our offensive rating too once we're done with this group of enemies. Get away. I don't like seeing blocks so many times. Yeah, I think we better enhance our cunning some more. We want our 2 hit to be as high as possible. Especially since we're dual wielding. We don't want to be missing. Those guys want a piece of me. Where are we right now? Okay, there is a cave right there that I missed. Oh boy, here come the undead. Fighting downhill with guns is not nice, apparently. Oh. At least I don't have to worry about getting in melee range and having them burn me with their firearms or anything like that. But again, we are pretty much a very glass cannon build. No life leech, nothing like that. Oh, and that would be a hero.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, so you can see he's creating poison clouds for us. Go away. That's it. Almost. Huh. More rare components. Don't want to use that cold heart, obviously. For those of you who watched the previous play, you know that we were going to be using that as a shrine point. Building potions are so plentiful in the game. Especially when you're playing on hardcore mode, it's good to just use them as many times as you need. Alright, so there is the cave. The correct way out of here is to the northwest. But again, Grim Dawn really wants you to explore to find all the devotion points, hidden quests, and all that stuff. How long have we been playing? About 20 minutes? Okay, so there must be the other cave. I assume that this point connects over there. Let's see what's going on. Yep. We have the devotion statue. Oh yes, this is where we got fought the ghosts. Yes. Last time we punched the crap out of ghosts, now apparently going to shoot them some. It should be a little safer fighting them now that we are ranged, but this is still not going to be an easy time. Those those nobles are going to be a huge pain. Their ability to dual wield and even have access to Shadow Strike can be very dangerous. Yeah, we need to upgrade our Cunning. Cunning and Spear are going to be very important for this build. Cunning will give us a greater chance of hitting. Spear will let us make use of all of our crazy tricks. Apparently ghosts can arm themselves with guns. Oop. If you saw that, the Hondo will actually Shadow Strike. That was nice. A ragdoll with a ghost. Now, even though I know the shrine is to the northeast, I am going to explore the whole cave. Not only will that give us more experience, but it will also prevent us from being ambushed while we're dealing with the threats at the shrine. And trust me, there's going to be a lot of them. This is again one of those places where it's good to have range so that we're not knee deep in these guys trying to hurt them. But it does come at a cost. If they do surround us, we are in deep trouble. We don't have the defense or the ways to mitigate damage. Which is why I'm trying to enhance the Briar Thorn next. One, to give him more survivability, and that so he can actually do more effective tanking. There we go. Getting some good stuff now. But yeah, you can see how much energy we are really consuming when dealing with these heavy enemies. Alright, what do you do? Level 25. Where's that ribbon? Oh, we never even had a ribbon equipped, so not bad. You'll find in Act 2, not only is it a lot more dangerous, but you tend to find a lot more in terms of gear here. Last character, we were just overflowing with rare and epics. Now this is really good for us. If we can get a fully upgraded Devil Touch ammo, that would be great to put on one of our pistols. It'd even be great to be put on both if we get 8. Again, we got a huge crowd of guys coming at us. It's the champions and the elite that will be the pains here. Don't ask me why the undead are so angry with us. It's not my fault they're dead. So again, this is a good place for the Aether Fire. Get them all bunched up and burning. And there's those damn nobles. That was a good bomb by the Granado. Yeah, we're not there yet. Can't use that. One rare epic gun would change things for the better right about now. It's so badass to be dual wielding, throwing bombs. Alright, this is where things are going to get very nasty. Okay, the mortar just costs a lot. Oh. This is why I wanted to clear this whole place out, so we don't accidentally run into additional groups while we're dealing with the boss here. Yeah, next level we will definitely be enhancing probably Cunning or Spirit. You can see they're just ignoring the hell out of him. That's because we are obviously the greater threat. Honestly, ours is going to be better. Okay, we came the long way around, but we made it to the shrine. Damn ghost trying to sneak up on us. Don't ask me how explosives are working on ghosts. We could at least make a little bit of claim by the fact that our iron weapons seem to hurt ghosts according to a lot of folklore and legend. Oh boy. This is why I wanted to clear this place first. He just tried to shadow strike me with that axe. That's not nice. Oof. This is what I was very much afraid about. Two heroes. I'm sure he's about to shadow strike me. Again, what this build is really good about is attacking multiple enemies at once. So I'm not too concerned with having to fight a lot of guys since they're all going to be affected by our explosions. What I am afraid about is running out of energy, as you see. And if they get close enough to start attacking us. Shooting a ghost in the back. Good news is we're only tracking one of the heroes. Or not. Apparently his buddy wanted to stay hidden there. Almost got him. That should get the kill. Good. Is this working alright? Oh, apparently there's another ghost here. He may be regenerating. He's going to be taking extra damage just standing there in our Aether Fire. We're also really good with burst damage, as you can see. Go mortar, go. Yeah, we gotta keep this going. We just need to beat him down.
I can't do that yet.
There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to put more into energy and use the masteries for Cunning and Physique. We just simply aren't getting the energy back that we're putting out. And we're still not done here. That was just 2 of the 3 heroes we have to fight. It was kind enough to warp right into our brains there. gonna be a Granado victory. Oh, there we go. Shrine's been restored. 2 levels away from being able to use that. And 4 from that, unfortunately. Okay. Alright. I really am going to only need this for the next level. Can we do anything here? So this enhances the Granado's fire damage. And then this gives it lightning damage. Basil will do both fire and lightning at the same time. Yeah, I think we're going to put the point into there. So, at the full rank, the concussive, or the cluster bomb loses 35% of its damage. 15 to 35. But, it will do 100% chance of stunning. And it will stun me for 3 to 4 seconds. Well, this only stuns for 1.5 to 2.5. So I think that may be worth it to fully rank that up. That way we can stay further in the back and deal with them. Alright, so definitely put more points into Spirit. We need that energy regen as high as it can go. Next level we'll have enough to upgrade the Briarthorn. Oh, where did you guys come from? So while our cluster bomb will be doing less damage, we can at least set these guys up easier to be finished with the Granada. Oh, I forgot about the devotion. We'll deal with that in a second. Where are you going, buddy? And yet there's still one more, probably 2 more areas left to explore here. So last time, I believe the plan was to get... We got that. That's 100% chance on critical attack. I don't even know what our plan's going to be for this character in terms of the devotion line. We'll enhance that. Guess we're going to go down there. It'd be great if there's a way to like mark this so like you know you want to go somewhere. Because again, it's just very hard to read through. Now the exit's going to be right here. It's taking us a lot longer to kill these groups, unfortunately. And that's just because we don't have the guns yet. There's a way out. So we'll stay right in the Aether Fire. You would think someone would be carrying a rare gun for us. I'm trying not to use the mortar because that is such energy dependent, and we're not really needing it for small groups like this. Now, place it for like a larger group here. Again, keep everyone stunned using the cluster bomb. I would think those were so difficult to kill. Alright, this should be the last point here. And I'm right, because we have a boss. Oof. Again, this is going to be a mana-consuming fight. Wow, he just blew him up in one hit. Don't want to stay close to him. I don't want to get hit by that ice aura. No more from his friend. We're generating at a nice pace, as you can see in the bottom right. But when we're in like a knee deep in a fight like this, we're throwing spells and bombs. It's just not working. Fortunately, our Granado still works on these guys. And it doesn't help that he's 3 levels above us. So we do have an accuracy penalty against him. Let's see. Does it show us the chance of hitting? Yeah, 88.6. Does it even make sense to pull out the Biothorn, or is he just going to get wiped out immediately? Because of that AoE. Almost had him. Ring around the tomb there.
Energy is low.
Ugh. There we go. That could be useful. And we can definitely make use of that. Can't use a two-hand arbalist, sadly. Yep, on you go. Maybe that too. Okay, we've busted all the ghosts. Haven't even made it to the camp yet. Again, the camp should be to the west. These are the undead ruins. Crumbling watch. So we are right there. And I hope you folks like zombies, or like the undead, because we're fighting more. Apparently skeletons are a lot easier to kill than ghosts. Especially when they all crowd around like that. You saw the undead priest buffing those guys. Yeah, so this is a good cannon for...
That skill's not ready.
Burn.
Can't do that yet.
Trying to take some action shots, and it's not easy to do that when you're playing hardcore mode in a game. I'm sure there's a trap waiting for us. Let's see. That was surprising. Aw. Put invisible walls. Praying of some raining death from above. Oh, that's a perfect place for the cocktail. Go, Aether Fire, go. Burn them. Now there was some lore to the south here, yeah. Again, I'm not going to let you guys read the lore here because we did this in the previous character. The Revenants, yeah, that's it. Going to be a lot harder to deal with. Unfortunately, we only need to get close to them. Alright. Silly skeletons. Alright, we've explored all over there. We're back in the Arkovian foothills. We should be coming to both the shrine, or at least the first settlement. Despite going down to 2 guns, we're still doing pretty well. And this will become even better, again, once we start getting some rares and epics. Alright, here's our waypoint. So we are right there. To the west. He wants to blow the barricade. Where is the dealer? We got some selling to do. that. Alright. Let's see, we've been playing for about 50 or so minutes. We'll probably clear out the mines, and that may be a good place to call for this play, but let's see what happens. Alright, so the mines are there. Get the elder stuff too. Cool. That Aether Fire's doing a number on these guys. Sure, we got a fight right here. Huh. That's surprising. Remember, we are fighting enemies above our level, so we are doing pretty well there. There are still several points back in Act 1 we can go after, but I would like to be closer to 30 before we attempt those. Ideally, I would like to get my hands on a better pistols. I'm sorry, a better set of pistols before then. Burn. This is why it's a whole lot safer fighting these guys at range. And we're really good at just alpha striking these groups. So it should be blocked. That, Sally. Okay, is that the mine? No, that's the detonation.
Can't do that.
There's the Elder, I believe. Yeah. One second. Oh, his body just melted. You wouldn't think it would be that easy, right? Oh, maybe it is. Storm Reverend. It's definitely a push and a pull. I want more offense so we can greater hit these guys, but I also need the spirit in order to make use of all this great stuff. So we can actually hold on to it if we wanted to. Ooh. Probably a few more groups on our way back. Alright, all that's left. Go to the mines. Blow up the passage. Hey, someone will finally give us a better gun. Damn arsonist. Oh! Alright, if we come down here. This is basically the way around, like the long way. Once we go here, get the dynamite, blow it up, we'll be able to blow up right there and give us a shortcut. And we're also going to need to use this mine in the future if we want to blow up and make access to some of those other areas. Oof. There's no doubt going to be a hero here. There he is. Great when you can stun him like that. Oof. This is not going to be an easy one. He is definitely a soldier class, so he's wearing the heaviest armor. Ooh. Again, if my health drops below 50, I need to be very mindful to heal. That's the stun ability the soldier gets. He can use either a shield or a two-hand weapon. Definitely can't use that. Oh. Pretty sure I just sent that guy to his death. Why aren't you helping me, friend? Just want to try and keep him in the fire at all times. Perfect. Almost. Not bad. Can always pick up scrap. Level 22 though. Here's the dynamite we need. 1 second. What was that? Oh, we got the bees. What's great about fighting these bees is there's a whole lot of them, and our AoEs will make quick work of these groups. There's the alternate entrance over there. Pretty sure there's gonna be a hero bee. There it is. Gotta be careful of fighting the queen bee and later hive. Defenders, they're usually extra defensive. But again, we have a lot of just pure damage on our side, so we can beat through that. I hope. Finding rare weapons just not the type that we need. Okay, over here is the front entrance to the mine. We may also find additional dynamite. I believe right now we need 5 sticks of dynamite in order to do everything we need in Act 1. Doesn't make sense not to pick that up. Let's see, can we equip anything here? Yeah, might as well. Again, when time comes, we can actually break down the component if we want to put a new one on, or break down the item to get the component back. So you are free to do that at your leisure. Now we can also find the Gunslinger's Talisman, or craft that back at town. That will let us dual wield without needing to wear any of the Marauder sets, in case we find something a lot better. Really interesting fighting Crowley with this character. Did you say he'll rip my face off? Alright, so that's the... over there. You can hear his footsteps. That was another good tornado. Okay. Oh, wait. Never know what you'll find in there. Marker drag is almost done. Lots of serrated spikes, which we'll use for components too. In crafting, where is that spell woven? Where are you? Unholy inscription. Here it is. 2 more there. Alright, so 1 more path. We can then blow up the doorway. That'll complete that quest. And combined with the Elder should be enough to give us the level up. So many serrated spikes. Alright. We're back to town. And we go right up here and blow it up. There it is. Okay. Shortcut is now open. Or actually, that may be the main way. I wonder if this is the shortcut over here. Or the long cut, I should say. Again, killing these lackeys will also improve our relations with Devil's Crossing. And in turn, will let us buy stuff from them cheaper, and we'll unlock that Gunslinger's Talisman. If everything goes right in how you play, you should be at the faction standing by the time you hit level 25, 26. If that had more effects on that, would be a really great item. Alright, we're finding some more dual wielding guys. Yeah, we will no doubt level up before this video is over. Again, it just always pays to look around here. You may find more heroes. Because enemies are scaling with you, you will always find things that are comparative to fight. And of course, you never know when your next epic will drop. Okay, oh, is that a hero? No, just a brute. Trying to beat me with my own medicine there. Again, health drops below 50, heal. You don't want to take the chance a lucky hit gets through and finishes you off. Oh. Oh, we did find a gun. Not paying attention there. Okay. Again, we can break these guns down for their components back at Devil's Crossing. So the right way to go is to the west, where we blew things up. That was a nice ragdoll. Oh, he fell through the wall there. Alright, and we basically went full circle. A lot of death. Let's turn these quests in, maybe buy anything at the town. Now the savagery is what's going to enhance our damage quite nicely. You can see that little 6 in the bottom left-hand corner. That's our main antagonist from the shaman line. When we're not attacking, it's going to count down again, which lowers its effectiveness. Yeah, it would be nice. And there's that. We got additional stash space. And all this stuff. Still can't use that ring. Still need one more level for those pants. Break those down. Don't need that. Do you have anything we can use? That could be useful for us. Remember, we are fire dependent. That's acid. I'll go with this. It's cheaper. And again, once we find a epic or rare, we'll no doubt replace it with that. Our offensive, we're at 90.4. Yeah. Just keep pumping that spirit up whenever we can. And now, let's see, the totem. So we place a totem down and it will give us health regen by stealing from the enemies. That could be another useful stationary item, similar to our mortar. But first, I want to get the ground slam. This will give him additional tankiness. One second. We're definitely making some good steps forward. Let's see. There's Searing Ember. Again, we'll break this stuff down once we get to the back to Devil's Crossing. Definitely doing some decent damage now. I even noticed if he was doing his attack. I believe northeast is the right way to go. I know we've gone over an hour of play at this point. Yeah. So we'll probably wrap this up in the next few minutes. If we can get back to the next town, that'll be a great place to wrap it up. One second. Yeah, I'm trying to do two things at once, which is not a good idea when you're playing on a game on hardcore. Where is a rare gun when you need one? So we can complete this set. Rocky Coast, so we are now right there. We're getting close to Old Arcovia. Like we have a hero. Yep. Swift means increased speed. So this is a good place to fight these guys, so we can just crowd them up. Oh, it took out a bunch of them. I think I just like ran right at me there. Come on, do your job. Was that it? Wow, I just took that. Probably not a good idea to stand in front of molten rock coming at me. I should finish you off.
That
Yeah.
skill's not ready.
I'm sure there's gonna be a few more heroes on our way. Yeah, if only we need bristly fur for our crafting. I'm sure there's gonna be an undead group here. Silly undead. So I think we will get that Wendigo totem next. It'll give him some survivability, and will let us basically run around a little bit more. So we're not just constantly retreating from fights. If I remember right, we found a hive. And again, we just have such great AoE with this build. But we do need to be careful. Health. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the right way to the northeast. But I think he just did the ground slam. Let's not run into the group if possible. Making some cooked bacon now. So here's the shrine. We need a cold heart, which I already have. I don't think we can use any of this, but you never know. Again, I have no idea how we're going to be building this up. So that completes that. So here's the... Oh yeah, that's right. We're going for Arcane Bomb next. And then from there, who knows? Okay, we're in New Harbor. Yeah, we will return back to the hive, because I would like to fight that queen. That is also for a quest, too. But I also have to get going, so I want to at least get to the next waypoint to save our progress. There it is. Perfect.
Keep your weapons bright.
Yeah. There's the Four Hills quest we need to do. There's that giant troll. She needs Royal Jelly, which is back at the high that we pass. Let's sell what we don't need. I'll break those down. Still need that. Alright, I think we made some decent progress into Act 2. Next time we will go to the Hive, complete that quest, and possibly take on Darius Cronley next. We at least got our dual wielding at least somewhat up to snuff. Again, once we get a rare or an additional epic gun, we can really start to break loose there. We'll be able to equip these pants real soon, as well as this ring. And we'll see what happens. In terms of our build, I would like to enhance the mortar. Definitely get the enhancements for the Granado and the cluster bomb. Thermite mine could be useful. But this looks really useful. It basically affects 3 of our main weapons here. 3% chance of 100% skill cooldown reduction, which means that it will throw and then will immediately be available. Mines could be helpful. We don't need this. And the blast shield could be very powerful, just in terms of giving us a little bit more survivability. As for the shaman line, we want to get the Wendigo totem. Probably enhance oak skin. And then we have these exclusive skills we can make use of. But that will be very much in the long term. We're not going to be doing that anytime soon. So we may go, we'll put the totem in, and then I think we'll go down further into the demolitionist track, because this is where the bulk of our skills and damage comes from. And that will be our plan. So for those who enjoyed the video, thanks a lot for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe, and of course leave a comment. It all helps out. And of course subscribe on Twitch and Twitter under GW Blazer for updates for posts and podcasts, and a lot of other good stuff. Check out game-wisdom.com for any more of those articles I like to write, as well as our podcasts. You can find me on Patreon under Game Wisdom, and any donations will be greatly appreciated there. I think with that, we are all set. Next time, we'll continue our Gunslinger into Act 2 and see what happens. Take care.